Well, hey there, you're on the internet, I have some free time, and welcome to the Triple N Network, where all you noopy noob nerds can find all the news you'll need. Let's look at an ink today, shall we? Now, today's ink, I actually used the last of to do the test, and that's Herbin's Bleu Pervenche, or their version of Turquoise-ish. Yeah, oh shoot, hang on, I'm gonna have to edit this. And I'm back. So, here's that Herbin sort of swatchy sample thing that you can find everywhere. So here's Bleu Pervenche, here's Bleu Moleskine, totally massacred that, Bleu Azur, Éclat de Saphir, Bleu Nude, Diable de Mont, Vert Rhodia, and I think that's all the blues. But as you can see, Bleu Pervenche is actually sort of their basic turquoise. People love it, even people who hate Herbin inks. I had a lot of trouble with mine. God, I'm a mess today. Anyways, when it comes in a bottle, generally they're 30 milliliter bottles like this, except, you know, they'll have this thing on there instead of that. People hate them. They're very shallow. The neck is not very wide. It's a pain in the butt to try and fill your pen in them. All the tests were done in this JinHao X750 with sort of just the standard issue nib. You know, it's a medium-ish. It's not very wet. This one isn't. You know, it's not very broad. It's very medium. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. My camera's doing that thing where it's very bad at turquoise, or just light blue in general. As you can see, really not a lot of water resistance, which is something that Herbin's actually known for. Yeah, just light blue, and that's about it. Top down in density, Clairefontaine, 90 grams per square meter. As you can see, there's a lot of very pleasant shading. I mean, it's very nice. It's a very nice light blue. It's bright. It's cheery. But that's not good. Clairefontaine paper is very dense, but this is... Herbin has very watery inks for the most part, in my experience, and I've tried, I'd say damn near all of them at this point, but this one is one of their more saturated. However, it's still thin-ish. I mean, you can still see all the lines from the Sayas paper through it. So the fact that it took more than 30 seconds to dry, that's very worrisome. But, yeah. Anyways, no bleed feather spread. Not troublesome in that way, but no sheen. Apparently there's some sheen in this sometimes. I did not have any. The shading was very nice, though. Color is very bright. That's gone. Dyed the paper just a bit. There are bits of it you can still see, but the majority of it is just gone. Next is Rhodia, 80 grams per square meter, where, again, it took 30 seconds to dry. And again, there's fantastic shading. It's a nice bright blue. It's all good fun. But it takes forever to dry. You do get a mild halo effect. No sheen again. And at first I thought maybe the day that I wrote this, it was really humid out, and maybe that was affecting the dry times. But no, I even checked the weather. And it was 60% humidity, which, where I am, that's actually kind of low. So, yeah, it wasn't the weather's fault. It was just taking forever to dry. No bleed, no feather, no spread. Really not, well, for light blue. But anyways, a lot of it's gone. It didn't dye the paper quite as much. There's a little bit still there, but I mean, as you can see, like whole bits of it are gone, like that part of the A, top part of the E, most of the S. That's kind of odd, but anyways, Tomoe River Paper, where it took more than 30 seconds to dry, at which point, once I hit 30, I stopped counting, because that's ridiculous. Very nice shading. Does look just a tiny bit thin in places, but, you know, not bad. I didn't get any sheen. I mean, no bleed, feather, spread. There's more echo than I would have expected from such a light blue ink, but this is just freakishly thin paper. I mean, like really, it's almost ridiculous. But yeah, and Tomoe River loves to let ink just slide away when you add more water, and that's definitely what happened. There's only the littlest bit there. Next is 20-pound copier paper, where went from bad to worse. I mean, look at the line width there, and then look at the line width here. It absolutely just got so huge. And 7 seconds to dry on this super absorbent paper. I can't explain that. It was bad. A lot of spread. There is a lot of feathering. I hope this will come up on camera, but it is a very light blue, so I don't know. But it's pretty bad. And for such a medium nib, that's a lot more bleed than I like to see. Come on, camera, focus. Yeah, not great. Water test exploded. I mean, there is a good bit there, but it exploded so much that it's actually making it kind of hard to read, so... Next is Mead Notebook Paper, where it took 9 seconds to dry, and I definitely can't explain that. There is a tiny bit of shading left, like, you know, if you look at the bottom of the G compared to the top, but meh. I mean, you get a lot of, like, woolliness, you get some, like, near feathering, you definitely have bleed. Granted, this is very cheap paper, and it was a medium nib, but it's a very medium. I'd like to see at least a little better than this. Said maybe an extra fine, but now this paper is just crap. So it tends to want to act like chromatography paper sometimes, which it kind of did. And most of that's gone. It feathered, exploded, dyed the page a bit, but meh. Moleskine notebook paper, where I rarely see things this bad. Good God. And this is that Moleskine paper that was behaving like freakishly well to the point where I had to stop using it. Like, you see how the back is really shiny like that other paper? Yeah. No. This ink destroyed this paper. I don't know what's going on. 16 seconds to dry, and it was obviously very absorbent paper because it got sucked in and then just exploded into feathers. Ugh. Water test, very bad. Very bad. I mean, it got even fatter. It feathered, it exploded, it dyed the page. It's just nasty looking. There's bleed on this semi-indestructible paper. I thought, oh, maybe I picked the bad side of the paper. Maybe I picked the unlaid side. So I tested the back. No, the back was even worse. That's embarrassing. So, there you go. Herbin's Bleu Pervenche. Do I have like a vendetta against Herbin? No, I don't. I actually like some of their inks. But they're not great inks. And this is supposed to be one of their best inks. I did not have a good experience with it. Yep. Let me know how you've experienced it, because a lot of people really love this ink. I do want to know. Tell me what happened to you when you used it. Leave a comment down below. For your consideration from the Triple N Network. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.